Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. It's about that time. Let's go take that walk and see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews. Today's beer is a re-review of NoDa's Hop, Drop, and Roll. I reviewed this beer a year or so ago, guys, and they had just started canning the beer and wasn't dating the cans. I don't guess they had the machine set up or didn't have in the machine to actually date the cans, since it was a brand new product that they were doing. And I enjoyed this beer. If I recollect, I thought it was a 9 beer in an 8 can because it didn't have a date on it. But guess what? They got dates on the cans now. So on the trip to Florida and back, I picked up another 4-pack of these, and it's got it right on the bottom now. It says 04, 09, 2015. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And I've been back for about 2 weeks now from Florida, and so it's a tad over a month old. When I picked it up, it was like 2.5 weeks old. I mean, it's very hard to get a beer that fresh unless you're in the vicinity of the brewery or you go to the brewery. So I was very pleased to do that, to be able to get it that fresh. So. And it did not. I bought a 4-pack of it, and this is the last one of them. So I figured I'd re-review it. And I told you guys a couple of days ago that I had this, and I may re-review it. And I thought, yeah, it's got a date on the can, and it didn't the last time. So let's do it. It's a damn tasty beer, and well deserving of a re-review for 2015. So by golly, let's do it. All right, this is a 7.2%er, guys. IBUs are 81 on this beer. Commercial description: hop, drop, and roll. For us is where it all started. The rich golden color comes from a blend of English and American base malts, accented with substantial amounts of Victory and wheat malt. So it's got a little wheat in there for a little nicer mouthfeel there. The American citrus hops take center stage with the emphasis on the late bowl addition of Citra and Amarilla, 2 great hops. The signature ale is hopped before, during, and after the bowl. Good thing to do. That's the way I do it too. Alright, food pairings is going to be your typical IPAs on this beer, guys. Cuisine is your curry and your Thai food. The cheeses are peppery Monterey, pepper jack, sharp blue cheddar, and your more pungent cheeses: meat, poultry, fish, shellfish, salmon. I will add grilled meat. And these are just suggestions off of Beer Advocate, guys. Whatever you'd like to drink and eat together, that's what you should do. If you want a pizza or Chinese or tacos or whatever, I mean, if you like eating something specific and drinking something specific together, do it. If you want cereal and ice cream and an IPA, whatever, you know, if it blows your hair back, freaking do it. That's what I say. These are suggestions. Your stronger beers go with your stronger dishes, and your lighter beers go with your lighter dishes. That's just the bottom line. That's the easy way to go. I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about. Glassware, pint, becker, nonic, tumblers, stein, Seidel. I'm going to use the solvent beer glass, my favorite glass, guys. Y'all know that by now. And not recommended for extended cellaring because it is an IPA. 7.2, it's going to keep for a little while, but the hops are going to fade. So don't keep it, drink it. Damn it. And I'm not going to pour all this 16 ounce in the can at one time like I did yesterday, like a dumbass. But I was thirsty. So, into the glass, that pour, we got about a finger and a half of head on that pour. Over to the light, I can't see the ball, but it's got a slight chill haze to it. A lot of bubbles streaming up. It's very orange, tangerine in color, like most IPAs are. Very good looking beer in the glass, don't you think? Let's get a nose on this one, guys. Oh man, what a wonderful citrusy aroma on this beer. A little bit of dankness in there, and you guys that drink IPAs know what I mean by the dankness. I mean, a lot of the beers have that written on it as in the description, especially the enjoy by beers. It'll say deliciously dank and all that on there. But I am getting some pininess and some grapefruitiness in there, very citrusy. Very wonderful smelling, I mean. This beer being barely over a month old, it's pretty awesome smelling. It's pretty damn awesome smelling. I have to drive a couple hours to get my hands on these beers. They are not distributed here in Southwest Virginia. I have not seen them here. Whether they come into Virginia, I'm not sure. They may be available in Northern Virginia, which blows my mind that they would drive right through here and go to Northern Virginia and not do any kind of distribution here. But that being said, the distributors in the local area control that. And if they don't want to carry it, they don't freaking have to. That's the way it is, and they're arrogant that way. They'd rather sell you Budweiser, Miller, and Coors than to sell you something nice like this. That's what I would do. Wonderful smell. It's that time, guys. Cheers. That is awesome. Those guys at NoDa got it going on. Especially this hop drop and roll. Very, very tasty IPA. This is an outstanding beer, guys. If you're in the North Carolina area and you're a hophead, you've more than likely already tried this and you know what they're doing. If you're in North Carolina and you're a hophead and you haven't tried this, what the hell are you thinking about? Get your ass down there and buy you some of this. This is some damn tasty stuff. This is very tasty, guys. It's got a wonderful aroma. I could sit here and smell this all day long, but you don't want to sit here and watch me smell this beer. You want to watch me drink it, or you want to drink it your damn self. It's pretty tasty, guys. It's got it going on. That's why I decided to go ahead and re-review it. It's a freaking awesome beer. And now that they're dating their stuff, that makes it even more awesome. Take it back and let the other half taste it, and we'll come back and do the final chug and grade on this one. Definitely a freaking A beer, guys. It may even get to 10. I'm not sure yet. We'll find out here in just a second. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left. Very, very tasty beer. This is probably my favorite from NoDa. Their Hop Drop and Roll India Pale Ale at 7.2%. Very, very tasty beer, guys. That's another reason why I wanted to re-review it for 2015. They're dating their cans now, whereas when I did it before, about a year or so ago, they just started canning this stuff and it didn't have a date on it. And if I remember, I told you it was a 9 beer in an 8 can because it didn't have a date, but it's dated now. Very tasty. Yeah, very, very tasty. Let's do the final chug here. Also, lacing, this beer is left on the glass all the way up. Guys, I was on the fence between a 9 and a 10. Like I said last year, I told you it was an 8. It was a 9 beer in an 8 can because it didn't have the date. It's got the date on there. I could real easily give this a 9, but to be truthful with you guys, I personally think it's a 10. It's citrusy. It's got a little dankness going on there. The pine is there. The grapefruit is there. A lot of tropical fruit notes in this beer. A lot of lighter fruit, mango and apples and pears. The combination of the hops they use on this, the Citra and the Amarillo, really blend well. Two of my favorite hops. I don't grow either one of those hops here because I've not been able to get my hands on the rhizomes it takes to grow those hops, but I would love, if anybody's got some rhizomes of Citra or Amarillo, that they would like to part company with. Just like rhizome is a root clipping. Hops don't produce any seeds or anything like that. You actually have to get a piece of the root to start growing that hop. So if anybody has the ability to get their hands on either one of those hops, I would love to start growing some of those hops here. So guys, I'm gonna give it to 10. It's very, very tasty. I can't think of a single thing that I would do to change this beer or to make it better. It is damn tasty. It is very, very tasty. In a can on top of that, where you can put it in your backpack, take it camping, take it by the poolside. There's no light can get into this can to make the beer skunk up. It's a win-win situation all around. It tells you right here on the can it's a 7.2%. Doesn't have the IBUs on the can, I don't think. I don't see it anywhere on here. It would be nice to have that information, just so you would know how bitter the beer is. But right on the bottom it tells you when it was put in the can. This one was done on April the 9th. So very, very tasty. Awesome beer. I wish it would come in just a little bit further into Virginia, so where I could buy this beer. You would see it a lot more in my fridge if I could get my hands on this beer. And it's not an expensive beer, even though it's in a 4-pack. It's 16 ounces. So very reasonably priced. Great beer. Good things coming out of the guys there at NoDa Brewing, and they're out of I don't know if I told you, but they're out of Charlotte, North Carolina. So not that far a drive for me. I can be in Charlotte in about 3.5 hours. But since it's coming to Greensboro, I can get there in about 2.5 hours. I hate to have to drive that far to get a good beer, but sometimes they have a Total Wine down there, and they have a Best Way Market, and both of those places carry some great craft beers. I had not been to Best Way before I went to the trip to Florida, and I was in Total Wine, and one of the reps was there and asked me if I'd been down to Best Way. And I said, no, I hadn't. He gave me the address and told me to go down there and check them out, and typed it into the GPS when I left the parking lot, and it took me down there. It's a couple miles away from Total Wine down there, and very, very nice selection. This is a little mom and pop grocery store, and this guy has got a coolers all the way down one side of the wall in the building, and craft beers all the way down in that cooler. And then down the aisle in front of that cooler, he's got a lot of the imported, the European beers and glassware, and hard to get your hands on stuff at in places like Kroger's and stuff, places like that where I buy my go-to beers around here. Very, very nice selection. So if you're in Greensboro or close by Greensboro, go to the Best Way and check them out. And I think the guy's name is Roger, the owner of the store. I met him. Very nice gentleman. Very large selection of beer for a little mom and pop grocery store. So was very impressed. Was very impressed, to say the least. So 10 for me on this one this time, guys. Got all the information we need on the can. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 96 world class. It is. It is a world class beer. And over to Rate Beer says 99 overall, 99 in the style. So both those numbers are kicking the door on the 100 or the 10 in my scale. And I'm going to go ahead and give it the benefit of the doubt. Now that they're dating their cans, very, very tasty beers. So we're going to wrap it up. And if you've had this, let me know what you think. And we'll go see what's in the fridge tomorrow, guys. See you then.